So Manchester United have finally got their man. Paul Mariner, they've spent a lot of money on Harry Maguire. Will he be worth it?
That number, no, absolutely not. I don't think there's too many central defenders in the world that are worth that number. But it's the market. That's what Manchester United need. That's what they've got to pay if they want that type of player, and that's exactly what they've done.
Let's take a look at where he ranks and the money that's been spent on defenders in recent years, and he's the most expensive overall. When Virgil van Dijk signed for Liverpool, a lot of people were saying he wasn't worth it, but he's worth it now. So for Harry Maguire, he's an excellent player, but he's a player in a position that Manchester United needed to strengthen. So they had to pay that.
Right, exactly. And the thing about Van Dijk is when he left Southampton and eventually went up to Liverpool, he embraced the move. It's a massive move for any player to go and play for such a mega club like Liverpool. And likewise maybe for Maguire. Will he embrace it? Will he get better? Is it possible for Harry to get better? Look, we know his qualities when he's building the ball out of the back, yeah. But can he get turned? Will he get turned? I'm not quite sure about his defensive qualities, and Solskjaer will have to sort that out. And also who his partner's going to be.
Well, there's a question. Let's get into that right now, because Lindelof played last season.
Yeah.
Bailly is hurt right now. Phil Jones played, Smalling a few games as well, Rojo. Who's he best suited to play alongside?
Lindelof,
Okay.
hands down. I think, look, Lindelof when he first went to the club he wasn't great, and everybody was sort of raised their eyebrows.
Well, but he took time, because I did him for Benfica. He's a really good player.
Yes, he is. And towards the end of the season, he started to show his true colours. His defensive qualities, his positioning was much better. Now, they've not got long before the season starts, so they're going to have to hit the ground running. They've got a new right back coming in. So I think Lindelof and Maguire has the makings of a very, very good central defensive partnership.
What about this for a defence? De Gea in goal, Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire and Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
How much of an upgrade is that over what they had last year?
Massive upgrade. I think now that players are settling into what Solskjaer wants, players are settling into what it's like to be a Manchester United player, the demands of being a Manchester United player. And I think that back four is a massive upgrade on what they were working with last season.
You mentioned one or two areas in which you think Maguire can still improve. What do you think is his biggest strength?
I think his biggest strength is the ability for De Gea to give the ball to him and for him to be comfortable in possession, building out. If that's what he wants to do, he does have it in his locker that he can hit that long ball if it's Rashford up high or they want to whip it out to whoever's on that left hand side or right hand side. He has that ability. But I think, look, the number one thing that he's brought in that side to do is to solidify that defence. That's the number one thing. And I think as soon as they get in the training ground, as soon as Solskjaer works with him and Lindelof, because I'm sure that's going to be the partnership, that'll be much better for United. There's
a reason that Harry Maguire was one of the main targets from set pieces for Leicester and for England. He's going to score goals as well, isn't he?
Yeah, the thing is, he's a threat in both boxes. On the plus side defensively, he puts his head, he's brave as a lion, and with the likes of De Gea coming to command his box, maybe they won't get done on so many set pieces, free kicks and corners. Most certainly, whichever way they mark against Harry Maguire, whether it's zonal or whether it's man-to-man, he's not really bothered because he's got a decent leap on him and he's very aggressive in that box. So he will score goals and he maybe just tap a few down for other players.
Finally, we saw the graphic earlier that he's now the world's most expensive defender. If you're looking at it simply and say, well, wait a minute, why couldn't they have got De Ligt for less than they've spent on Maguire? Yep. There's no guarantee De Ligt would have gone to Manchester United because they're not in the Champions League.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what everybody at Manchester United have been factoring in. Look, they've looked at Maguire, they've decided this is the guy who's left out of the bunch that we can seriously go after. They've romanced him for the last few months. Leicester have got the money that they want. They've got the payments up front, so on and so forth. So they've got to be happy with it, but they've got to hit the ground run. They've got to hit that training ground and get that partnership or that diamond with De Gea, Lindelof and Maguire working really, really well, because that's going to be key to the start of the season.
It's a lot of money for Harry Maguire, but he's an excellent player and he's another piece of the jigsaw for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.